We are back at it again here with another video with Invest for Tomorrow. To the first time viewers and investors, welcome to the channel. To all subscribers, welcome back. Here we are with the SPY, the S&P 500 index, fighting to hold support. And in today's volatility, our SPY bot at 10:55 a.m. sent out a bull indicator. And from that moment forward, inflows crossed the midpoint to the upside, full strength there on 42 vision, and call options went up 80% plus within an hour, guys. If you guys want to receive this clarity and edge of the charts, you can now gain access to it as well. The link is down below in the description to the 42 vision indicators, getting connected over to our bots, and becoming part of a growing community of investors, all looking to learn and grow together by receiving this clarity and edge over the charts and using these resources to maximize in either direction, whether stocks are going up or going down. So here we are with the SPY, the S&P 500 index, fighting to hold support. And in today's video, we're going to break down the key levels I would watch going into tomorrow. But before we do, I want to share with you guys the home run opportunity that was mentioned this morning over at the Discord. So the home run today was spectacular beyond expectations, and if you guys want to know about these stocks early on and receive this clarity and edge of the charts, you can now gain access to it as well. The link is down below in the description to the 42 vision indicators, getting connected over to our bots, and becoming part of a growing community of investors, all looking to learn and grow together. So the home run today, I mentioned it in the pre-market, TCBP. It had no fresh news, but those inflows were pushing up early on in the pre-market, and then a bull indicator popped up. Inflows crossed the midpoint to the upside, and the stock went up 100% plus within an hour, guys. If you guys want to receive this clarity and edge of the charts, you can now gain access to it as well. The link is down below in the description to the 42 vision indicators, getting connected over to our bots, and becoming part of a growing community of investors, all looking to learn and grow together by receiving this clarity and edge over the charts. We look forward to having you join us, and we strive for opportunities like these every single day. Let's jump into these charts. Here we are with the SPY, the S&P 500 index, doing a full transition here from the rip area to the dip area. And if this is your first time coming across the channel, this is 42 vision, which allows us to see the dips from the rips to the dips, and where the strength and weakness lies within the charts. And we also use our bull and bear indicators and inflow versus outflow as an extra layer of confirmation, which I'm going to pull up here and you can now gain access to as well. The link is down below in the description to the 42 vision indicator, getting connected over to our bots and becoming part of a growing community of investors, all looking to learn and grow together by receiving this clarity and edge over the charts and using these resources to maximize in either direction, whether stocks are going up or going down. And in today's video, I'm going to pull up the inflow versus outflow indicator, which adds that extra layer of confirmation and gives us that edge within the volatility. So here we are with the SPY stock, the S&P 500 index, back under a bear indicator. Since Friday, we talked about how a full transition needed to happen to be completed, and the last piece missing was white with red borders. After that weakness and transition from bright green to red bars, followed by that strength of a bear indicator, right? And it needed inflows to cross back up, which we're going to pull up in just a moment. But the full transition happened, and here it is trying to fight and hold support above 509, 508, and start a staircase effect. And in this reversal so far, it's going to need a bull indicator and inflows to follow to cancel out this bear indicator from up here at around the 516 area. Now, it wasn't just the SPY falling today. We also have the QQQ down here at newer lows. We also have Tesla to the downside, right? Even though it tried to bring itself back up, it came right back down, not that far off of where things opened today at the 178 level. It opened up near 175, 177. And we also have Apple here holding itself up sideways. And then you have Netflix to the downside, right? Falling all day and back under a bear indicator. And it's going to be crucial for this staircase effect here on Apple and also on Tesla to continue to reflect further strength possibilities of QQQ and the SPY following. And that's something I will be watching, and many are watching here as these stocks find support at critical levels, right? So here we are with the SPY trying to push back up towards the 511, 512 area, and it's fighting here above 511.50 in the after hours. And it's also very important here in the bigger picture on the 1 hour for a bear indicator to get canceled by a possible bull indicator on this reversal, because a bear indicator popped up for the first time since way back here on Wednesday at the 508 level. Bull indicator had been dominating up here at around the 516 level, right? First time it pops up last week after having a full transition from the dip area to the rip area. Multiple rip areas here between Thursday and Friday, and now a bear indicator is dominating, but no white with red borders have been hit. Doesn't necessarily have to hit it. If this strength starts to come back up, it could quickly start to reflect that strength and then also cancel out this bear indicator with a possible bull indicator. So I will be watching that here in the larger time frame. Now, when we zoom into the 15-minute, we could see here in the volatility full transition from the rip area to multiple dip areas here in the last 2 days. Bear indicator has been dominating since the 517 level, and we've done a full transition back up so far from the dip area to the rip area of bright green bars, followed by the strength of a bull indicator here at the 510 level, right? You could see how many times it hit it and has bounced off of it, and also here into the close tried staying above it. That's going to be a crucial level here in the tight range to watch. But I'm going to pull up the inflow versus outflows now. We're going to talk about those and the key levels I would watch going into tomorrow. Here we are with the SPY stock, the S&P 500 index, with inflows coming back above, right? They were fighting on Friday. The outflows continue to dominate here all day until the second half of the day here, where inflows crossed over. You could see that slight drop there of outflows dominating when things dropped from 510 down to 508. It found support, brought itself back up, and those inflows have now crossed, and they're dominating here on the 30-minute, and it's going to be crucial for them to continue upwards to continue the possible strength here of this staircase effect back to the upside. And as we saw, it's under a bear indicator and it needs a bull indicator, but so far the 15-minute has gotten a bull indicator, and that's going to be crucial to watch if it can roll over that strength. Now, when we go ahead and zoom out and look at this from the 1 hour, we could see how these outflows are dominating, right? These outflows dominated the first half of the day and they continue to dominate, but inflows are trying to pick up, and this is going to be crucial going into tomorrow in the bigger picture for these inflows to continue pushing up and eventually cross the midpoint, because if they don't, it could quickly start to reflect weakness back in these charts, especially if it switches from green to red. So I will be watching that going into tomorrow here in the bigger picture. Now, in the volatility of the 15-minute, the chop has been real, right? You could see those inflows crossing up, outflows crossing down, but in the second half, these inflows have been dominating. They're currently green and sitting at 1.68. I will be watching if it can continue pushing up, because based off the history of the chart, just Friday recently, it hit a high here of 4.99. So there's room here if these inflows continue upwards and the strength of this bull indicator continues to roll over into bigger time frames. So what are the key levels I would watch? Well, the first thing is support, guys. If these outflows cross to the downside and that weakness reflects into these charts and it rolls over that weakness even further here into the 30-minute and 1 hour, the first support here in this tight range is 510.50 to 509. If that gets broken through, then I'll be watching 507, and then below that is the 505 area. Now, to the upside, it's going to be crucial and critical, as I stated, for these inflows to push upwards, continue the staircase effect, and roll over the strength of inflows into the 30-minute and 1 hour. And the first resistance is 514. Then above that, I'll be watching the 517 area. And these are the key levels I'll be watching to the upside and to the downside. The bull and bear indicators are going to be crucial. And the inflows, I will be watching them here closely on the 1 hour, as it's really close to the midpoint. As always, guys, thank you guys so much for watching, and let's make